Book, a disappointing way to end a turbulent season?
Yeah, it was. It showed a bit of character, that second half, but we just it was indicative of what we've been doing for the last 4 or 5 weeks. The 2 drop balls over our own line and an intercept in the first half, and put ourselves 14 behind at half time. So the second half, I was happy with the way that we kept coming at the game, and it was hard there with 10 men, but we defended our own line really well and got ourselves a sneaky chance on the game. But all in all, it was it just wasn't good enough.
After everything in the last 8 weeks, do you take a positive out of the fact that the 8 weeks came off the back of the suspension, and that's kind of contributed to that drama?
Yeah, it's just been a really hard period. There's been a lot of things. We obviously, had to rest players for 4 weeks. We've lost a lot of experience out of our side. These aren't excuses at all, but with Hunt and McCullough not being there for the last 3 or 4 weeks, we put ourselves in positions to win games, even tonight, which didn't look likely, when we were down by 20. But the disappointing thing is, and the lesson we've got to learn over the off-season is, everything we've done to ourselves, whether it, be off the field or on the field, and we're in control of that. We're not making excuses or being victims about it, but it's disappointing, and we'll deal with that in the off-season.
Is there anything you can say to Dragons fans about why you obviously believe that you can turn this around in the future? What gives you some hope, Anthony, that this can change, what you've just seen the last 2 months?
I think there's a lot of hope there, yeah. Up until 2 weeks ago, we were still a chance of playing playoffs, despite everything that's happened. And you're only in that position if you earn the right to be over 24 weeks. So, I think we fought really hard all year and played some good football, obviously, at the start of the year. But so there's an enormous amount of hope there for us. Some of our most experienced players weren't there at the back end of the year. We've recruited well. We've got some good young talent coming through. So it's just really disappointing at the moment that we're in this position.
How's Tariq Sims?
He's in a pretty bad way. He's got a really bad laceration to his lip, which is, I just saw the photos of it the doctor showed me. So he's obviously was concussed, but he's got a really bad laceration to his lip.
So he's had to go?
He's in hospital. Yeah, he's gone straight to hospital.
There was talk about his future this week, and that he's been told that if he can find another club for next year, he's right to move on. Is that the case? Yeah,
he's management had a chat to our management a couple of weeks ago, and he's contracted to us at the end of next year, until the end of next year. So, as I understand it, that at the moment, they've given him permission to have a look around.
How did he react to that? Because talk that he was looking for an extension.
No, he's been really good. Yeah, that's just something that we'll deal with going forward. That's something for the off season.
Just on Corey Norman, obviously he's parting ways with your club. You had the chance to spend a bit of time with him. What have you seen from him that makes you think he can contribute to another NRL club?
As he's getting older, he's worked a lot harder off the field. I can't fault his effort off the field. He obviously, he's a bit of a polarising figure, Corey. Everyone's got an opinion about him, but I think he'd do a job somewhere else. He's still got something to offer. I know he's got a couple of opportunities in England, and I think there's a couple of clubs having a look at him here. So I mean, he's done his job for our club, and we wish him all the best. But I certainly think he's got another year or two in him.
Just on Tarek Cook, is that just, I know he's obviously had a good season, and some people might be shocked at that, but is it more just you're looking towards the future and some of the younger kids you got coming through?
Well, as I understand it, they asked, there was a question asked about wanting to extend, and that might still happen, but at the moment, we're not looking that far ahead, with Tarek. So, nothing's ever off the table. It was just a conversation, as I understand it, that was had a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
Was it in your plans, though, Anthony, for next year? I mean, you obviously are looking towards it. Did you have Tarek Sims down? He's a player I absolutely want to have at my club.
Yeah. No, well, he's a senior player, and he's on contract next year. So, that's something I suppose for both him and his management to have a chat about. Yeah.